This next video features a family of 3 who lives in a house that they believe is haunted. The family has experienced many strange occurrences inside this house, but out of all things encountered, there's one incident that is by
Unless
far
that kid gets dragged across the floor, I don't give a shit.
The video begins with the father of the family, who's recording what appears to be a small pool for children. According to him, his son Rowan was playing soccer inside the pool when he points to the house and
We
says
found
that
another
he can see a
Rowan.
man in the window.
Oh my god.
There, in that room, that's where Rowan said that he saw
I
a
completely
man
forgot that's
inside there.
Jake's
And he
kid's
and he
name.
sat in the pool
Yeah?
right here, and he sat there staring up,
It's such a weird name.
and he said, "That's a man." And he kept looking in there and said, "There's a man in there." So
If no one had been inside, then who or what did Rowan see? Rowan's mother states that she was creeped out by her son's comment, but it's what happened later that day that creeped her out the
Of
most.
course.
After playing in the pool, they both go inside to dry up,
Yeah.
when Rowan walks over to the dining room where the figure was seen and stares at something for a very long time. Unsure as to what he was seeing, she asked him if there was something there, to which he nodded and said, "I could see a man with big black hair." He also says that he looks like an airplane, which neither of his parents could understand. But
Hey,
then,
the ghost
after
plane
telling us the story,
returns.
the father goes on to record his son and ask him more questions about this man.
He hurt his brain? And then what happened? Did he say anything?
What the fuck?
He hurt his butt?
What?
Now, it could be the case that he's just saying whatever comes to mind, as most children do. But what happens
Just
later in the
rocking
video
out, bro.
has left both parents baffled. This is what was caught.
Well, do you have anything else to add? He apparently sees a man in there. That's a big man?
Oh.
The father captures footage of his son, who appears to be seeing something.
is he there? What's he look like?
He always says that. He looks like an airplane. There's another man. He's a black man. He's a black man? Okay, he's a black man. Right?
After giving another detail about the man, he walks over to the dining room and sits at the entrance. He then points to the corner and says that he could see the man standing right there. As you might have guessed, the parents can't help but think that their child has seen a ghost. Now, it could be that their son has an overactive imagination and are therefore mistaking an imaginary friend for a ghost.
That's a funny picture.
Yet, the following day, the father makes a shocking discovery that may dispel this notion. Take a look.
Hi. I just wanted to say that this is the next day after Rowan's been telling us about that ghost that he saw, and we just realized he's been telling us a black man was in here with big hair, with big black hair, and he was in this room. We didn't know, but we were looking around and we found out that this piece of little furniture, this thing my mom gave us, and we found it in the corner. It's called a unity carving. See?
Yeah.
And it's carved from one piece of wood. And look at this that we found on it, and we didn't even know. But speaking of
Ghana.
Ghana is in Africa. So this is, and we looked up, it's made from all one piece of wood. It's like this artistic thing that, it's like hard to make or whatever, and they probably get paid very little, which is why they're able to resell these for fairly cheap in the United States. But we think maybe the person who crafted it was the ghost or something. or connected to this, the person connected to this thing was the ghost. Okay, so we just thought I'd add that tidbit in. Okay.
What are your thoughts on this? Is the piece responsible for the man that Rowan sees? Or
This is worse than the
due to
previous
an
one.
overactive imagination? Feel free to share what you think. During a live stream on YouTube, something pretty creepy was caught on camera. The two people in this video are a mother and her son who were shooting a live video on their YouTube channel known as Laura's Kitchen. The channel itself is solely based on cooking homemade meals, which Laura films herself doing. From videos about making deviled eggs to showing how to make a Dutch cucumber salad, there's not a single video on this channel about anything paranormal, which makes this video even more believable. As Laura and her son were live streaming on their channel, something very strange happened. Ever since then, they can't shake the feeling that their house is haunted. After 24 minutes into the live stream, Laura is telling a story when all of a sudden, the following happens.
At the back door, the dog had to pee, and there's a button that says pee pee by the back door. And I'm like, wow, it's been quiet. Oscar has not bothered me all day. This is great. I think he's finally over this, right? So I said to the dog, hit the button. You want to go pee pee? Hit the button. So he hits the button, and it goes, your mom's dead.
What?
What the? What was that? So, anyways.
That was kind of morbid.
Yeah.
Just gonna ignore that. I feel like that was kind of curious.
Alright. Well, that's the ghost cupboard now. Hey, try to... Does anyone in it?
It's right there. Pick it all up. Holy.
Yeah, that cup just shattered.
The ghost was just making room. It's like, this is my home now. Just squeezes in there.
Sure.
Oh my God, guys, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me just say goodbye.
It was only after a viewer of the live stream had told them about the cabinet that they realized the source of the sound. It was then later that more activity had occurred. Now, what's even more strange about this is that earlier in the live stream, Laura had been talking about her dead mother who had passed away 20 years ago. Based on the footage, viewers believe that her deceased mother might be responsible for the strange activity. But of course, as with most videos, it's not certain if something paranormal was accountable for this. Doubtless, this odd occurrence has left Laura and her son terrified. But what do you think? Had something paranormal been caught on camera? Or is there some other explanation for this?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Oh my
The mother
God.
hides a camera inside her daughter's bedroom and ends up capturing something pretty creepy. Now, the video itself comes from Leo
Like, we probably
Otis,
shouldn't have
the
done
mother
this
in
so late
question, who
at
recently
night.
moved into a new home with her small daughter.
Maybe.
Ever
Not
since
because
moving
it's
in,
scary,
she's
but
noticed
because
that her
I'm
daughter
sleepy.
has been talking to an imaginary
Well, I was gonna
friend.
say, these are getting more and more
It's normal for
boring.
young children to have
That's
mystical
not helping.
friends. There's
Yeah.
something about this imaginary friend that doesn't sit well with Leo.
It's like, this is the weakest top 10.
So we are just
Mhm.
moving in. I'm literally, it's such a mess. I'm sorry, but we're moving into this old house, and my
The
daughter
past 3 have
has
been like, God damn.
talking to an imaginary friend. Except for,
Like, I don't know if
it feels really
if I
real.
think they're boring because they are, or
Obviously,
because I'm
it's an
sleepy.
imaginary friend.
No, they're boring.
And
What, are you not sleepy?
I'm wondering if something is
I mean, I am,
triggering it,
but
or why it's happening. So
Like, nothing really happens.
and
Few videos. So we're
I'm just gonna
we're watching a,
let it run.
I don't know what, hey, I had one of those.
Yeah, whatever.
Curious as to what goes on inside her daughter's bedroom when she's not around, Leo places a camera on a stand.
Like,
and
he
lets it
says
run 24/7.
that what happens is creepy, and
At first, nothing strange
it's
is
just a
captured.
cabinet that opens and
But then,
closes, and then a
one
cup
night,
gets thrown
after
out of it.
having dinner, Leo's daughter goes
That's
to the
nothing
bedroom
compared to
and
seeing a
talks with her
face in a
so-called
doorway.
imaginary friend.
Yeah, that shit.
What was
Oh my
captured
god.
has left Leo
Or,
disturbed.
Or that abandoned house with a weird
yeah.
face thing. That was actually good.
Or that one girl that
Hey,
just
guys.
woke up and did a face at the camera.
This is what the
Oh,
camera,
yeah.
That shit still
picked up,
fucks with me.
captured, whatever, a couple nights ago. And I'm freaked out. I really don't know what to make of this.
It's beautiful and funny. What are you guys doing? Do you want to play? Do you want to? Do you want to sleep? Come on, please.
Okay.
It's pretty chill for what just happened. That is weird. What is that sound?
Interesting how she just gets up after his talks.
Somehow, the door opens on its own. Seeming confused and scared, Leo's daughter carefully walks out of the room. The strangest part about this, though, is the audio of the footage. If you listen closely, you can hear what sounds like a deep, rumbling noise coming out of nowhere. It happens right as the door opens by itself. Because of this, Leo thinks that whatever had opened the door was making this noise. But to her, it seems that her daughter's imaginary friend might have something to do with this. She has yet to figure out what exactly occurred that night, but for now, the question remains: was something paranormal actually caught on camera? Or could something else explain this?
Yeah, who knows?
If there's one thing that makes the video twice as creepy, it's children staring at something that can't be
Oh
seen.
my god, that is not
Like,
creepy.
more
Even more
children?
unsettling is when something near them suddenly moves on its own, suggesting that something might actually be there. This next video is just as creepy as the one described. Jamie Primex Sullivan is a mother
The
whose
hell?
daughter, who at the time of this recording was acting very strange. According to Jamie, almost every night after tucking her daughter into bed, she would catch her staring off at something in the corner of her room, even though there was clearly nothing there except for darkness. Although creeped out by this common occurrence, it's the following incident that freaks out Jamie the most. Jamie and her daughter Charlie are filming themselves inside their home after going out for dinner. They vlog about their day and eventually start talking about people in their family. However, when Charlie brings up Jamie's deceased grandmother in the conversation, things take a chilling turn. Watch.
But where's your grandma?
Where is my grandma?
Heaven.
Do you remember my grandma? Where is my grandma? Where is she?
Up in heaven. What did she do to make her go up in heaven? Did
Would she do a smoker?
What?
She do a smoker. She was just very old. She was almost 93, and her body just got very tired. She was too old.
Was she did you grandma almost couldn't walk?
She was old. She could walk, but she was old. Okay?
Mommy, your grandma's here. And she says, "Hi, Jamila."
What?
Your grandma's here. And she says, "Hi, Jamila."
Now, Jamie adds that her grandmother had called her Jamila growing up, and that there's no way that her daughter could have known this, as she was never told about her nickname. Considering Charlie's odd behavior, such as saying things that aren't there, among other strange incidents, there's no doubting that Jamie was deeply unsettled by this.
Yeah, that seems
Just
kind
how
of.
exactly did Charlie know of her mom's nickname that was given by her
Is he a
grandma,
really good
who's been
acting,
dead
or
for years? While some think that
Yeah,
Charlie could have
honest.
been in contact with the spirit of her deceased great-grandmother, others aren't really sure what to make of this. But whether or not people believe her, Jamie is convinced that someone, or something, had made contact with her child. To this day, she isn't sure how exactly her daughter knew about her nickname.
Alright, let's see. Is this gonna
This
be better
next
than
video
last?
shows a woman who appears to be very sick. The person recording claims that she might be on her deathbed. If that's so, then this video just got a whole lot interesting. A friend or relative is watching the woman on the monitor when they notice something odd about the footage. Upon looking closely, they see the following.
What the f is that? It's like something touching her.
Hey, wake up. Wake up. I need to ask you where the cookies are. Is she awake?
She looks awake. Is this what they mean by don't go into the light?
I don't know.
What looks to be an arm reaching out to the woman on her supposed deathbed can be seen on camera. It reaches out as though whatever this is trying to comfort the sick woman. Some viewers have theorized that this might be the ghost of a loved one who is still looking after their partner from beyond the grave.
That'd be nice.
Although pretty wholesome, it is solely a belief. Yet most viewers can't help but think this. But of course, what do you think? Had the ghost
What
of
do
a
you
loved
think,
one
Lee?
paid a visit to this woman?
Jesus.
Or is there a possible explanation for the
You would
ghostly
hope.
arm? Feel free to let me know what you think down below.